Shalom, all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. My name is Yakaba from Plaintables Camp. It's the elders video. Bill Duke tells the real menace to society. This goes into Zechariah 11, where through Zechariah, he said he's gonna destroy Israel and break the bond between this Judah, kingdom of Judah, kingdom of Israel, or another northern kingdom, southern kingdom. He's gonna break the bond and totally give us over to the enemy. All right, he was gonna raise up shepherds that weren't gonna do us any good. It says Zechariah 11:4. Thus saith the Lord, my God, feed the flock of the slaughter. And we were fed with stupidity and no mercy, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Because the leaders that's supposed to be amongst our nation, they're sellouts. They work with the Edomite, the so-called white man. All right, so that's the curse we're under. So Zechariah is displaying the curses. So let's go to Elder Brother's video here. Bill Duke tells who's the real menace to society. Let's listen to the video he put together.
Talking about children, women, male adults, lynched. And then there's to put us alive on spits with a fire beneath it and turn us and roast us until we dehydrated. And they pick up pieces of the bodies, and hundreds of whites will be standing and taking pictures with a body piece in their hand. They have the pictures. They show the pictures in the book. And they say, just get over that? You don't get over that. You have to move on. You have to live your life. You have to grow. You have to accomplish. You cannot use excuses. But that is in spite of your history.
America has done all of these terrible.
Right, because you had that notion, get over it. Don't talk about it. Well, okay, don't talk about 9/11. Don't talk about the so-called thing that happened with the little guy with the mustache that was on the opioids. Don't talk about that. So it only applies to get over it, move on when it comes to so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and our people scattered throughout the nations. But then when it comes to Caucasian atrocities or alleged atrocities, you know, you got to remember it. You got to make a museum. You always got to talk about it. You got to have a holiday for it. You got to observe it, right? This proves that this man, he's not a just man. The Edomite, the Caucasian male, woman, that they're not just. They want justice for them. They don't want justice for the biblical. We're the children of Israel. This is a curse that we're under.
Things to black people, and then they
1700s, there was an act called the Casual Killing Act in Virginia. And what this was a law that said that if you killed someone, black, as a result of correcting them, but it would not be considered a felony, but anyone accused, so giving that punishment would be basically free of any punishment or any wrongdoing. Called
All right, what I just read in Zechariah, it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich. All right. So this, makar, to sell, to be sold. All right. And figuratively to surrender. All right, but merchandise and going to marriage, slavery, into slavery. All right, but so it's referring to the Israelites being sold to the enemy. That's how we know that the Caucasian person is not the slave, they're not the children of the captivity. We are. We fit the description. The Caucasian J's, they don't fit the description. All right, Netanyahu, he don't fit the description. They're in power. They have power. All right. It says, for I will no more have pity the inhabitants of the land, saith Yahweh. Yeah, no more have pity on the Israelites. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one, into the hand of his neighbors, and to the hand of his king, and they shall smite the land, and out of their land I will not deliver them. All right.
The casual killing act. Stay with me. That means you were beating people to death, essentially. What we're talking about here is folks that were beating people to death to such a degree that you had to create a law to protect you from it. Now then, of course, if one looks closely, we go, who then were they trying to protect that was beating someone to death so frequently that you needed a law to protect them? And that would be white women who were beating black children to death. Because, well, whose children were they really?
There's the case down in South Carolina.
So this is the book Without Sanctuary, I believe. They're gonna go through it. James Allen, Without Sanctuary. We understand that there's no statute of limitations on murder. All right, just like any empire or country, kingdom that takes over another kingdom and they're slaves for decades or hundreds of years, you don't get to say, well, my great grandfather enslaved you. You can't hurt me. No, the people that are currently ruling over you are the ones that are responsible. All right, whether it was 70 years ago or 25 years ago or 300 years ago or 500 years ago. They're the ones that are ruling over you right now. They're the ones that have amended and created new laws in place of the laws that their ancestors created. So that means they are responsible. That's how it works. When a nation puts another nation in slavery, disenfranchises them, contains them, in a matrix, and feeds them with destruction, those children are responsible for their ancestors, because they're continuing in the same same law, order, social structure that their parents did. They didn't make amends for what their parents did, and give them 40 acres and a mule, send them and teach them the right thing, and they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. All right. Well, I'm just telling you that they're guilty, because they're the enemy. I'm not going to ask my enemy for help. He's doing what he was designed to do, to be the devil, to be wicked. All right. These are the lynchings showing you in Without Sanctuary. All right, it's the final clip he's going to show.
Oh, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Now you fucked up. 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 Now you have fucked up.
It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away his punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." All right, you in the past, and then you got the future, which right now was worse. And the slavery of the New World was worse. It's the worst slavery that has ever existed. It was both physical and mental. We're the first, children of the captivity that were grown up to be ignorant of our history. Every other slavery, you knew your history. You knew with your customs. You had your language. Our history. It was hatred. It is hatred. All right, and they're gonna pay. All right, and the only way they can pay is supernaturally, because we have no power. I call Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakah Kodash. Now, they're going to pay, meaning supernaturally, meaning the angels are going to come down and subjugate them. All right. And the elect are going to be given spiritual power. I mean, we're going to be given Yahweh Shai Ratazah new bodies that are not subject to death or hurt. And that's how we're going to take over the planet. That's how we're going to totally have total supremacy over the whole earth and realms outside of the earth. All right. Let's change gears a little bit. This is Dallas police arrest dozens of men in undercover prostitution ring. Why wouldn't they be arresting women? They're the ones that doing the prostituting. Saying, I guess if you cut off the head, then they'll be unorganized and not be able to commit crimes. Or they're not making money. So that's why they don't want they're making money without paying taxes. It's not about morals. Morals is about what you think is righteous, because they're not righteous. The American government is not righteous. They're a demonic system, order that was set up, full of murderers, thieves, all right, sexual deviants, and they're acting like they're keeping God's law. They're not. This is their own law. This law is to use to collect tax money. All right. Well, they're not getting any tax money, so they got to punish you for not paying taxes. It's not a system that they set up. Any system or organization that's wicked or evil, and it goes against their law, they're going to punish. All right. So if they didn't set up themselves, so if they had to set the organization up, that's unrighteous and wicked. If they set it up, then it will be allowed. All right, let's play the video. It won't be considered bad if they set it up. The government set it up. When slavery proves that. All right, that was a government institution. It wasn't a private sector. It was the law. It was slavery was a government institution. All right, lying. That's a part of one of the tenets of the United States government. Death, destruction, mayhem, wreaking havoc. Those are tenets of the American government. So long as the American government sets it up, no matter how wicked or evil it is, it's okay. It's thumb. All right. I mean, it's perfect. It's twab. I mean, fulfilling its office. All right. Remember, the government has to set it up, because when the government sets it up, that means it's considered to be righteous if the government sets it up.
To the Sally Port, take a left. We'll stand right outside the Sally Port.
These officers are preparing to take on a problem.
Can't just go out there and do these things on a whim.
They would stand right here on the sidewalk and just line themselves up.
That the community says is out of control.
It's complaint driven. Obviously, we hear from the businesses.
Sometimes there's been 8 or more out there, and it's time. The time is now.
Brandy Cox owns a veterinarian business off Harry Hines in Northwest Dallas.
It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it never stops. It's constant.
She says prostitutes are flooding the neighborhood. She shared some videos with us showing prostitutes in her parking lot, at times wearing very little clothing, almost naked.
It's embarrassing for us as business owners. It's not just that, but it's a safety issue for us. And we're concerned about these girls. They're getting younger and younger. You know, there's a lot of violence toward them as well.
She says business owners have attempted to get rid of the prostitutes on their own, but that has proven dangerous.
We had a business owner last May have a gun put in his face when he asked 2 prostitutes to get off his property.
Is he talking to her?
Yeah.
Dallas police heard the complaints from the community, so the Vice unit began operations this week.
We understand it's an issue. And so we wanted to, attack it in a different way.
WFAA went along with the Vice unit as undercover female officers posing as prostitutes took to the streets.
And then he hailed her over, and they're having a discussion right now.
Okay, so they're not going after pimps; they're going after the user, the end user. Okay.
We watched as vehicle after vehicle after vehicle stopped and talked to the women.
What's that forerunner? Yeah, they're gonna arrest him.
As soon as the undercover officers gave the signal, Dallas police marked squad units pulled the men over. We watched as the men were handcuffed, searched, and placed under arrest.
Buyer beware. Because again, we want to make it uncomfortable for individuals to think that they can go into that area, affect our businesses, affect our community, in a way that's not positive for our city.
Dallas police say during this operation, they arrested 30 men, confiscated 4 handguns, 2 vehicles, drugs, and $70,000 in cash.
We certainly want to send a message to these individuals that are looking for this. Obviously, when some of these individuals bring guns to the equation, they're not safe individuals to deal with. Obviously, we know that a lot of the women are being trafficked. They're being victimized as well.
Let's follow. I bet he's going to get pulled over.
Yep.
Business owners say they welcome the operation, saying it's a start.
We need our officers out here. Otherwise, we would be absolutely drowning in chaos. When we don't have them here, it is very palpable. There's no way to describe that unless you see it in person.
In Dallas,
it's just become such an overwhelming problem.
I'm Rebecca Lopez.
Job 15:34, for the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacle of bribery. Esau's all about trafficking. I believe that means the legal term is when you force someone into a location they don't want to be. Sex trafficking, a location that they don't want to be for the purpose of sex and making money. I think that's like a rough definition of it. For the so they're hypocrites. They haven't have a nerve to be arresting people for prostitution, for using prostitutes. But the biggest prostitute maker, the biggest prostitute is America. The scriptures tell her she's the whore of Babylon. Revelation 18. All right. So hypocrite 26:11. Hypocritical, godless, profane, irreligious. All right, they got a religious belief. It's just not the true religion. All right, hypocritical meaning they're acting. They're playing the part of someone that is noble, but they're really not. They're really the devil. godless, meaning they don't keep the law, order, faith of the Most High God Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. They worship demons. They get their power from Satan, and they can't enter into the temple. Profane means outside of the temple. So you conduct yourself in a manner that will make you unclean and unholy. So you can't come near to the right to Yahweh or Son Yahweh Shai, a hypocrite. All right. And they have the ability, that's part of their blessing. They can make themselves appear righteous even though they're really wicked, because they have the world under a spell. 2 Corinthians 11:14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. 54:57. False. Yeah. A heavenly light such as surrounds angels when they appear on earth. God is light because light has the extremely delicate, subtle, pure, brilliant quality. Truth, knowledge, spiritually, is a heavy word here. It has multiple precepts for different, topics. G54:57. All right, but that's how Esau appears. The power of understanding, especially moral and spiritual truth. He has the appearance of doing things the right way. When Esau come, he start giving orders. People think, oh, this is the right thing to do because he has a badge, authority, radio communication, dressed a certain way. 2 Corinthians 11:14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into the angel of light. So how dare he act as if he's doing something righteous when Esau is the biggest prostitute and consumer of prostitutes on the earth. He's a prostitute maker, a consumer. All right, this is available on YouTube. Okay, WFAA. Over 1 million subscribers. Dallas police arrest dozens of men in undercover prostitution sting. All right. So, hypocrite. Total hypocrite. All right, we'll leave that there. Hope you're edified. Shalom.